All right. Thank you, Certified Jude, for joining us as my bro, and we're here together. All right. So I want to say a big welcome to everyone. Today is the final day, the grand finale, and for the grand finale for the teaching series Lumen 1.0. Yeah, and we've had an awesome time. We've had an awesome run with us. We thought we did the basics of forex, we did market structure and liquidity. We talked about key levels. We talked about all the what is uh, risk and risk management and trading psychology. We talked about yeah, and tonight we're talking about how to put all of these things together. So we have a like we all know, we already saw he spoke earlier before I came on, right? He spoke earlier because of my network. I couldn't join on time. We have certified Jude
Well,
for tonight, right? And he's going to be our speaker. He's going to teach us on how we can merge all of these things together and and form an holistic system out of it. Yeah. So without further ado, please let us put our hands together. Let's drop BD. Everybody to be released today. Just relax. Relax. So yeah, why before I start, please drop some fire emoji in the comment section. You can react with a clap or whatever, a thumbs up. You can react just some fire emoji. Let's give it up for our teacher for tonight. All right, all right. Over to you, certified.
all right. I welcome you all here. I think this is my first collaboration video with someone, and I don't know, it was too sudden, or will I use the word urgent? But then um I just had to do it, right? I just had to. So first of all, I want to begin with my my usual saying that forest is not a get rich quick scheme. It takes a lot of time. It takes you putting in the effort. It takes you doing a lot of work, right? And forest is not limited to posting your charts, going through social medias, seeing people that are doing well, and it is okay to get draw inspiration from all these people, but then you actually need to put in the work, right? Um, Once again, I welcome you all here. I see so many people here. I see so many people, and that's a great one. And the Lumen 1.0, I think they started it with a lot of persons, and these people are people that if you want to enroll in their class, let's say you want to enroll in Ichiban, is that the right pronunciation? Okay, if you want to enroll for Fourth Man Only Son, if you want to enroll for Fave Nation, those will cost you a lot, right? And this person brought all these people in one space to teach us this thing. Now, I do not want us to take this thing for granted, like just take it as, oh, this thing is free. We in Nigeria, we don't capitalize on free something. We just feel, oh, this thing is free. Or more, nothing, Jerry, take anything from my body, right? So the host actually puts in a lot of work. It takes a lot before you can convince somebody to come and speak in your space. It takes a lot. It takes you having a better connection with them before they can say, okay, oh, I will come talk for your space, right? And one of the reasons why I love SLK is SLK, we collaborate. I love the unity we have between all of us. Now the host here, I have not had any one-on-one with him. It was, from one person, and hey, Alpha bro, I beg this guy, I would like make you speak for him. And that is how we are here today, right? So SLK is, built in a structure where, we collaborate, we are in unity. I really love that part of it, right? And I think that is because now the founder is somebody that does not have pride, right? Now, we need to understand that in choosing a mentor, you need to choose somebody that you can relate with, right? I'm not saying you shouldn't have a mentor with people that are, up there, because oftentimes there will always be people that will be more than you. No matter how much success you get now, in the nearest future, tomorrow or next tomorrow, there will always be people that are ahead of you, right? But then this SLK, the main person that we are looking at is somebody that is very, very humble, right? You can message, any of us here can message Fortman now and say, sir, I need clearance, I need clarity on this particular topic. And he would, do that, you know, and unlike some persons, unlike some mentors, if you test them, it will take like, so many days before they would. So my summary is, if we want to take or choose a mentor, we should choose somebody that, we can align with. Does that make any sense? Right. Now, going back to what I was saying before, all these people that, they brought together. Now, these people are people of high value. And whatever thing they are preaching to us here should not be taken for granted, or should not be taken. If the video is out, watch it, implement it. Understand that forex trading is you. Now, I can come here, show you things, tell you that, oh, if you buy from here, the market will go up from here. If you do this one from here, the market will do this one from here. Am I correct? Yes. But then, how will you see that? You can say, okay, you can go to your charts and, do it once and you get it right, right? Now, in getting it right, they are losing streaks. There are some time that, that strategy that is working would go 1 full month or 2 months. You just be losing. It's not as if the strategy is not working. It is. But just based on some information that you lack or some missing information, right? Because oftentimes we always say the market is right. We are always the problem, right? So I really want us to come into this forex trading for the new beginners and for the pros, having the knowledge that forex trading is not a get rich quick scheme. It is supposed to be considered as a skill, which means if you want to learn tailoring, it will take you, sometimes you do an agreement for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, right? If you want to be a mechanic, you will take sometime 5 years or 6 years if you want to do it. Now, the practical aspects, even in schooling, if you want to go to school, it takes you 4 years, 100 to 400 levels. And if you want to, one more extra year for youth service, which is 5, right? Now, that is the same way we should treat forex trading. After everything that I will show you here, you still need to go open your chart, put in the work, back test it, see how many times this thing will repeat itself in your chart. Do the work. The only thing I can do here is to show you, oh, this is how you're going to see it. But then you have the main work to do, right? So we've treated market structure, we've treated liquidity, we have treated, please mute yourself, please. Thank you. We've treated key level, we've treated risk management, and this one, I just want to put everything together, right? So I really want us to understand something, that SLK is just let me say, an entry model, right? When people talk about forex trading, if you tell person, oh, I am a forex trader, and the only thing that will come to their mind to ask you is, what strategy do you trade? right? Now, some persons will say SMC, some will say Malaysian support and resistance, some will say so many ICT, SLK, and all of that. Now, people get it all wrong because sometimes all these things are intertwined. If you look at it closely, SMC, they buy or sell from an order block, right? And SLK, it is also from an order block, which somehow it is modified as a key level, right? Now, SMC would say an order block is where institutions buy from. SLK will say key levels are also where institutions buy from. Now, if you look at it, now let's say for here now, this is another block here, and the market bought from here. If you want to enter from an SLK standpoint, you would also enter from here too, right? Yes, because it broke structure to the upside, you have this one. So all of them, they are all intertwined, right? But the superior one is the market structure, where people tend to ignore, and that is like the most important one, because if the structure is not in alignment with wherever you want to buy to, if it is a buy or if it is a sell, if your structure is not aligning, then whatever strategy that you're trading would fail. Can we guys hear me? Can we hear
Yes.
me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so market structure is like one of the most important things. Now, I'm not saying that is the only thing, because oftentimes most persons knowing too much, like having too much data, kills a lot of us while trading. Do we understand? Having a lot of information, oh, you've learned from this one, you've learned from this one, you've learned from this one, and this one, and this one. Now, as a human being, you will now be juggling between, will I trade from this person's strategy? Will I trade from this person's strategy? They are all SLK, mind you. Now, let's say from this particular strategy, SLK, people personalize their entry model, right? Now, that is after they've subject every market structure, liquidity, then they will now, bring up what they want to be trading from. Let me show us something. Let's say we have, I believe you can hear me, right? Can we hear me?
Yes, we
Yes, we
can.
can hear you.
Okay.
We can hear
So
you.
now, which kind of voice be that? So now, let's say, look at this particular one. This is, in SLK, we have 2 consecutive candles to the upside, creating a bullish candlestick, right? The middle, we have liquidity, and we enter a buy from there. Are we correct? Let me show something. Right? This is a bullish open close. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you guys even
Yes,
following
you're
me?
correct.
Okay, right. Then we have, this is a bearish open close, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, this particular one, there is somebody that trades from this one. Now, this is a place of study. That is when he discovered this one, which is then we are supposed to see a liquidity here and a candle, then maybe buy from here from the next open candle. But if this one closes below, then we are selling, right? So Fortman only trades this particular entry model, and that is a result of his own study, right? Because if you look at the SLK manual, we have bullish and bearish open close, then key levels. Are we correct?
Yes, sir.
A-shaped key level, V-shaped key level, right? But then from customization, from studies, and from, that is when somebody was able to, see this one, and so on and so forth. My own entry model might not be here. Now, somebody trades algo market structure only, right? Enters from here, right? So all these things are in a place of studies. Now, you will know when to enter with this particular one and when to trade a continuation setup where you have this one and you expect the market to come here and continue. Do we understand? So in summary, all I'm saying is, after all of this thing that you guys are learning, after all these people that, they've called to teach you guys, we still have the major work to do, to study, to backtest this thing, and to personalize it to something that, we can easily spot, something that we can easily see. Does that make any sense?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
it makes perfect sense, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So let me delete this and show us something. Show us something amazing. So left to me, I don't want to, bore us with a lot of entries and all of that. Most of the things that we need, we already have it. We just need to, put in the work, take our time to get on the charts. If this is something that you want to do, if this is something that you want to take as a career, then you should dedicate a time for it. Study, backtest, right? You don't have to be jumping from one strategy to the other. You don't have to be jumping from one mentor to the other. Focus on one person, focus on their entry model, and leverage on that. Leverage on that, right? Now, back to visiting our charts. Now, if we want to start from, let's say, this BTC trade now, I want to find something to trade here. Now, if we go to, currently we are on the weekly time frame. Now, some persons, it depends on how much or how we can break trades. Now, some persons do not go above the daily time frame when it comes to breaking it down and all of that. Why some persons go to as far as the monthly time frame to see the overall movement of where the market is going, right? Now, if you go to the monthly time frame, one candle takes a whole 1 month to form, which means you cannot say because you've seen this one, take out this low, then you want to come here and take out this high. Or let me use something that is closer. Look at this one, took out this high. Now we are aiming for this low, right? Right. Now, if we come on the monthly time frame and we say, okay, it has taken this high from the top here, we're aiming this low. Now, some of us, we don't have this thing in mind that, okay, this thing will take 1 full month before it will form. Hence, it is very important to, modify it and know what time frame works for you and how patient you can be, right? Now, all these things are in the place of studies. Let me go back to weekly time frame. I know why I am emphasizing on place of studies, because some persons here, there is no, even if you bring the highest teacher to this space, they will still not understand this thing. they will still not practice it. They just want something that is ready-made. They just want easy something. And there is nothing like that in forex trading. You need to work it out. You need to do the working. I am saying it again. You need to do the working. If I show you from now till next year and you don't visit your charts and you don't check it, you will not understand it. You will not understand it. So I am urging us, after everything that, after all the videos, after you've seen all the videos, make sure you have time for yourself. Make sure you create out time for yourself to go through all of these things. Okay, let's continue. So from the monthly time frame, now you need to, let's say you understand just when the market takes out a high and you aim for the low. Now you still need to be very observant, because sometimes the market might take out a particular high, right? Take out a particular high, and sometimes you might be aiming for this low, but then there is a key level here that the market needs to tap in and continue to the upside. And you might be wanting to sell to come and take out this low, which is nearly impossible, right? So this strategy is it is very logical. It's not a pattern thing. We are not limited to just this thing. Look for a high and aim the low. Look for a low that is taken and aim for the high and all of that. No, we're not limited to this. It is more deeper than looking for this and coming down to this and all of that. It is you putting your mind into it, because if you put your mind into it, you would see this A-shaped key level. You would see that there is something here. You would see that this market tapped in here to continue its move to the upside. And that is when this one now get violated, because you might be thinking, oh, let's say maybe you entered from a lower time frame, you entered from here, and the market got here, you thought, oh, it is just giving me only 2 hours. I need to sell to this point, full TP or nothing, TP or nothing. And the market will just reverse back and hit your stop loss, right? So we need to understand this thing properly. But then let's continue. Now BTC on the monthly time frame, let me take this out. And so BTC on a monthly time frame, according to what we have learned, right? Now we can see that there is a key level here, right? There is a key level here. Obviously, this market triggered from here, from the monthly time frame. Now, if we are only looking at, market taking out a high and going to the other low, you've seen that this particular month will not trade for this month because it has taken out this low. Are we following through? Right? So now we'll see that the market has taken this high, and this low has already been taken. That means you will not trade BTC. No, now. So that hence we will be more logical. We would understand market structure more. We would watch all these videos that these people have created more. We'll take our time. If it takes us 10 times to watch them, to understand them, that is the main reason. That is the main thing. Take 100 times to watch it. Understand one particular topic before you move to the next one. You don't have to rush it. There is nothing you are rushing. You want to make $100 million in 1 month. Take your time to understand it first. Because even if you're still in your mentor's Telegram channel, it sends you signal every day. It will not send you signal forever. In the next 5 years now, we'll have a lot of forest millionaires. The ones that studied, the one that understands what they are doing when they are alone. Because you can't be in Maldives with some money that you made through trading forex when you're still in Nigeria with your mentor. And when you go to the Maldives, you will still be waiting for his signal before you can trade and sponsor maybe you and your babe there, buy gold and all of that. So that is the reason why you need to understand this thing very, very well. Now, I also want to tell us that this example that I am using here might not be your own case. Now, you might open your own chart and there might not be any key level here. But then you also want to be logical too, to understand what the market is actually doing. Right? Now, I am seeing a key level here. In your own charts, if we go to GBP USD, you might not see a key level here. The market might give you another example, but then the ability for you to decode what the market is doing, that is one thing that you should learn and understand it well. Take your time to understand it. I'm sorry that I'm raising my voice, but I really need us to understand this thing because okay. First of all, we understand this one very well. Market takes out a high and it wants to take out, would sell till it takes out a low, right? And even at this one, some people do not understand if it was the high that it took out first or the low that it took out first. Some person do not know. You don't understand candlestick patterns, candlestick formations. You just want to start trading, right? So you need to understand. Now look at it. This is a bearish. This is a bullish one. Now for a bullish candlestick, the market opens where? You can unmute yourself and answer. For a bullish candle, the bullish candle closes where and opens where? Let me get that.
The bullish candle open from the downside and close at the upside.
Thank you very much. So in other words, this candle opened here and closed here. Now, this means that this market, this one first took out the highs and aimed for the lows, right? So that is it about this one. You need to put candlestick open and close into consideration while you're learning too. I don't know if they mentioned it, but also put it into consideration because some persons will see this one, they will say, oh, I think maybe now this one, I need the thing first take out. You go come, they do guessing work for trading. Something that you know that if you do any mistake, you will have to pay with your money. Right? If there is something that you know that if you do mistake, it will cost you a lot, why not take your time and understand it before even putting your money? Right? Then later, some of you will say, oh, Forex is a scam. All these Forex traders, they just want to collect mentorship money. Now, mentorship money, they take the chop. Not be the real trading. Because how you go to trade, you go still collect money from mentor. Those are backward thinking. Those are backward thinking. So this market took out the high and, went to take out the low, which is the one that you people, the famous one that, we always follow, right? But then there is a key level here. There is a key level here. Now we want to be logical. We want to understand everything that the market is doing. We want to observe what the market is doing currently. Because before this market will break to this downside, this one will definitely be respected, right? There is an open close here. This one, market will react here. Market will react here. Market will react here if the market happens to come down, right? At every key level, market reacts. Even if it is just 10 pips or 5 pips, market will definitely react at every key level. I mean, every key level, right? So let's take this one out since it has taken our highs and our lows. So on a monthly time frame, we can only see this one, right? That's what we can see on the monthly time frame. So we want to go to the weekly time frame to observe what the market is doing. Now, from the weekly time frame, the market is still triggered here, right? And from what we can see, the market has broken structure. Remember, market structure is one thing that you cannot do trading without. Market structure, very, very important, right? Now, when I was saying every strategy is intertwined, now, if you are trading SLK, your mind is already visioned to see anything about SLK in the market, right? If you say you're trading SMC, your mind is they've already programmed your mind to see everything about SMC. All right. Now, if it is SMC, now this is another block that definitely the market triggered from there and it bought. The same thing too with SLK, right? So all these things are just intertwined. It is just the name, but then market structure is the superior, right? So now what can we see? The markets, did some reaction here. On the weekly time frame, what can we see? Remember, from the weekly time frame, we can see that this high was taken to. Now I'm going with the basic one that everybody knows, and we're aiming for this low, right? Some persons would want to buy from here because, right? Because there is a key level here and there is a liquidity sitting below, right? But then the market did what? Used another key level from the monthly time frame, right? Now some persons would also want to buy from here. They might be thinking this one is still liquidity, that the market is still coming down to buy from here, which the market might still come down there to buy. Who knows? So if you are to buy from here, your analysis is correct because the market broke structure to the upside and there is liquidity resting below it. But then this particular part, the market reacts. The market did react here. If we go down to the lower time frame, we'd see that the market reacts here. It maybe went up a little bit before coming down, but it must react at every key level. At every key level, the market reacts, right? So let's continue with, what we are learning, which is, let me take this one out. Remember, this is the basic one. When market takes out a high, we'll be, hoping for the market to take out a low. That is, market move from one internal range to external range, and from one external range to internal range. I believe, we understood that part from the rest of our guests that, treated the other subjects or topics, sorry. So now that we have this, there is a key level here. The market has triggered here, right? Now, and the market broke structure, which means this market is definitely still going up. No matter the drawdown, no matter how this market, maybe it came down to this point, it will still go up because it broke structure to the upside. Is that correct? Now, having that established already, we want to go to the daily time frame because we obviously cannot see anything here again, right? Now, we want to capitalize on what is happening. Who's this? Who be this person now? Can we hear me?
Yeah, sure, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Who's requesting? Don't request, I beg. So yes, we want to go to the daily time frame. After we have established all of these things, from the monthly time frame to the weekly time frame to the daily time frame, right? Anytime we want to, let's say, anytime we want to enter our trade, any day, you need time to sit down, observe. If you see how the banks trade, not be all this thing where we they do $10, $20 and all of that. They take their time, understand what the market is actually doing before they enter. They are not quick to click buys and sells, just like the way we do. I am a victim too, right? So I'm telling us that we need time. If this is a business, if this is a career, we need to dedicate the time to understand it, give it the time that it takes. So we want to go to a daily time frame to see what the market is actually doing after we have established something from the higher time frame, right? So now what can we see here? We obviously cannot see anything here, right? Now, back to the daily time frame. Where did the market trigger from? From this point, from this open close. Let me take this one out and let's mark something amazing from this one. That's a sniper entry. It's not really a sniper entry because this is a daily time frame and this would cost us about 30 to 40 pips. But then look at what we have here, right? Now, remember, this is an entry model. This is an entry model. 2 consecutive candles to the downside and a bullish candle that engulfs these two. So this becomes a place of concern. right? This becomes a place of concern. Now, I don't know, but I would, okay. So this is one type of entry, right? This is another type of entry. Remember when I started the class, I shared this one with us, right? So anybody that has this type of entry that focuses on this type of entry, they don't get triggered, right? For this BTC trade, though, that doesn't mean that other pairs will not, doesn't work with that. So let's continue with what we're doing. So we have one entry model here. You can just, master this entry model, this particular one, entry model. One of the issues some of us have in trading is market structure, understanding market structure, understanding how, pairing it with liquidity and an entry model. That's one issue that we have in trading, some of us, right? So now we have the daily time frame, the market triggered from here. Now, remember, the only place that we have issues now is just here like this, to know what is happening here. Why did this thing go up? What is happening here? So we want to go to a lower time frame to see, right? To see what the market is doing. 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame. Now we don't have anything to do with what is happening at the back again, because we are now focusing on this place now, right? Now on this place now, what can we see? We can see a break of structure. Market structure should be like one thing that you understand. When you check the charts, you should be able to say, oh, this is what the market is definitely doing. This is what the market is definitely doing. Now, from the 4-hour time frame, we've seen that the market, if we use our line charts, we can see that the market has broken structure here, right? Now, if there is a break of structure, then our direction is cleared, right? We already know where the market is going. Market structure is one thing that gives you a headway for where the market is going. So now we have something like this. The market has broken structure to the upside. Now this market will definitely come down. Is either it will trigger from here. That same entry model, as you can see it here, is still here too. 2 candlesticks to the downside and a bullish candle that engulf. So there is an entry here, but it has triggered. As you can see from here, it has triggered here. So now we have our first trade here, which has triggered. Now, going to a lower time frame, we don't necessarily need to go to a lower time frame, because normally forex trading, you need to time. You need to be prepared and be aware of what the market is doing. You are supposed to stay and be watching over one pair and see what the market is doing. And will I use the word time? You'll be timing a pair and this pair don't they come down. Okay. You don't give me this break of structure. Oh yeah, now I go enter from. Boom. You enter from there. You're not supposed to just any day you just come, you just open and then you just go 1 second time frame or 1 minute time frame, and you see then you enter from there. Then the market might just be doing a pullback and boom, it will take you out, right? So all these things, in summary, all I am saying is you are the one that will do the work. You are the one that will do 90 or 99% of the work. Whatever thing that some of us are showing you here is we already understand it. For you to understand it, you need to master, you need to see it. Some of you might not see this one. When I was explaining it, some of you might not see it easily because your eyes is not yet trained to see it, right? But if in a place of study, if you are doing it, if you're doing it, now your brain gets to see it easily. That is why sometimes we have, this strategy, and you go to the chart, you see only this thing. You go to the chart, you see only this thing, right? So that is it. And if we want to also get some entries here, we can do that too. So what can we see here? We entered from this place. Now this one is also another entry model too, right? Now we have this one violated, sell to the downside and engulfed. The market did not come to that place, right? So if we have an entry model, we should have where to exit from. Now, where do you exit from? So markets move from one key level to another key level, right? So let's use our line charts. It is a tool. It is placed there for we to be using it, right? So we need to, utilize it very, very well. So from our line charts, we can see that the market change structure because we have a lower high here, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and it broke structure here. The same thing that you see on the 4-hour time frame is what you're seeing here too, right? So the market just came here and bought. Now, where are you exiting from? Where do you want to take out your money? This is a key level here. Right? This is a key level where you need to, remember I said key levels are place of concern. SMC people will say other blocks are, place that institutions buy or sell from. Those places are place of concern. In our real world here in Africa, 3 junctions or 4 junctions are place of concern. Yes, they are place of concern. So we just, all these things, we need to, put all these things into consideration, but then we should do the major work. So that is the entry and where you take your exit from. Then whenever you're taking your trade, your stop loss, don't be greedy with your stop loss. Don't go with all these things that all these influencers are saying online. My stop loss is just 1 pip. My stop loss is just 2 pips. No, you shouldn't be concerned about your stop loss being tighter. You should be concerned about the trade playing out. Right? You shouldn't be concerned about I want my stop loss to be 2 pips so that if I post it, people will say, how I take enter the trade. Is that why we are here? We're doing this thing for life, bro. Right? So we need to, anything that we're doing, at some point, if you have a 200K account and maybe you just want to be getting 1 to 2 RR at the end of the day, 1 to 2 RR, 1 to 3 RR, all these 1 to 90, 1 to 100, flipping, all these things are, I'm not saying they are not sustainable. I'm not saying they don't work, but they are not sustainable. If we want to do this thing for a lifetime, then we need to, we need to build this thing now that we are, now that we are growing. We need to build it inside of us that, okay, I'm more concerned that Bitcoin would from $111,000 to 119 in maybe, let's say, in the space of 2 days or a day. Right? We should be concerned about that instead of make I put my stop loss for here. Now sniper entry. I want to enter a sniper entry. They are good, but then what you build yourself with is something that will go with you. So we should get the right mindset and trade according to what we are building and personalize some setups for yourself. Personalize how you trade. After I teach you this one, then you go back from your learning, you now understand that there is still another way that I can enter this trade. Apart from this one that this bros teach me, there is still another way, but I will still consider my market structure, consider my liquidity, and enter. But I feel if I see 2 candle, I'll be using it for my entry. Be like say market, they always they respect something like this, right? Now that is you now owning the market. We are still under the SLK strategy, but you now have something that you can say, oh, this is something that if I see this thing, it is sure for me, the market must play. If I see this thing, the market must go 20 pips, must, right? If I see this thing, the market must do this thing because you're already sure. It is not a thing of you are certain, you're not, I'm not sure, but no, just the look, market if you go. No. In the next 5 years, we'll not be doing all this, let's do 2 pips. No. In the next 5 years, when you already have family, when you already have cars, when you already have a lot of responsibilities, you can't afford to be losing a trade because your life will depend on that particular trade that you want to enter. Hence, you will take this thing very, very seriously now and personalize it. own it, own the market, observe, check your market structure, do everything, calm down and do it right. You cannot be telling your wife every day, I lose trade today. You guys go tell them often time. You're gonna look, say, if this trade will not work for you, darling, I think we should go and be doing another thing. Like play. Your eye go first turn first. You understand? So let's make use of all these informations that we've, that all these guests have shared to us. And when the video comes out, I beg you, please watch it. Take your time, sit down and learn. That's my time. Thank you very much. I hope I'm able to impact in us. I hope I'm able to tell us something that we can work with. My voice might be loud, but then I just want us to learn something. I want us to understand something. I do not want us to, if this person is doing free program tomorrow, go join again, go learn. You understand? If another person is doing another free program again, we will still go learn, and you will keep on learning. What of the one that you've learned? Make use of it, right? So that is my time. Thank you very much.